No nonsense gin drinking. All gin, no nonsense. Hello gin lovers, welcome back. I'm Bobby Freeman and today, my friends, you are in for a little treat because some of you may remember I reviewed a few weeks ago the old Sipsmith Zesty Orange. And when I was looking at their website to research about the gin, which believe it or not, I do some research for this show, and I discovered a very interesting recipe, which was hot chocolate with orange gin, which I thought sounded absolutely amazing. But I also thought to myself, maybe other flavors might work like that. So then I thought to myself, well, god damn it, I've got a gin channel, so I'm gonna make a video about it. And I do have to admit, the other reason for making this video is I have no heating in this studio. It's in my garage and we're in the middle of December at the moment, so it's absolutely freezing. So for once I thought I'd make a video where I could actually warm up. True, I could perhaps wear a coat and I would be warmer, but then no one would see the lovely gin shirt. And I know that's what the majority of people tune in for. And that is just another example, my friends, of how I suffer for my channel. Anyway, let's crack on, shall we? So I'm gonna leave the orange gin to the end because I think it's probably going to be the best. So we're going to start off with what I would call a core gin. And what better core gin to use than my good old friend, the old Beefeater. So here we go. I'm going to get my little flask here, open up the spout, pour a little, and you'll notice I've got a lovely array of tiny little cups here as well, which I thought worked quite well for it. So lovely bit of hot chocolate in there like that. Right then, nice splash of Beefeater. In a full-size cup, you'd put a proper size shot of this. So I'm just going to kind of gauge it a little bit. So maybe something like that. So here we go. Beefeater standard hot chocolate gin. Cheers. Oh, blimey, that's actually quite a lot. I'll be absolutely honest. Not sure that works particularly well. It's like two worlds sort of absolutely colliding. Maybe you could accustom to it, but to me, it kind of kills off all the flavours of the gin and you don't really get anything. You just get kind of a harsh, you know, like when you eat one of those chocolates that you get a chocolate box at Christmas and some of them got a bit of alcohol in. Some people love it. I find it a little bit kind of just too overpowering. So I would say the first test, I didn't have high hopes for it to be honest, but Beefeater standard, not sure about that. But maybe you disagree with me, but I don't think it's working with the hot chocolate. So next up, I've already poured the hot chocolate there. Let's put it in the middle. Is going to be, oh my God, I nearly dropped it then. That was a bit of a almost one for the blooper reel. The good old Broker's Pink Gin. I'm going to take the little hat off, and in these videos, whenever I feature a Broker's, I always like to wear the hat, obviously, until it falls off. So let's get a bit of the old strawberry in there. I know people do have strawberry in chocolate. Yeah, you have strawberries dipped in chocolate in those chocolate fountains sometimes. So let's pour a little bit in there, shall we? So here we go. Strawberry hot, oh, the hat's gone. Strawberry hot chocolate gin, I say. Cheers. Oh, I tell you what, my friends, that is a different story altogether. That works beautifully. I didn't think it was going to work, but hang on. Oh man alive! So you get the same sort of sting that you do with the standard gin, but obviously it's backed up with that beautiful sort of strawberry flavour. And it melds just beautifully with the chocolate. It's just like when you have, like I say, those chocolate fountains, whack a strawberry in there. Who's not going to like that? And obviously there's lots of different strawberry gins you can try with this. You got Beefeater strawberry over here as well. In fact, should we whack that in as well? Make a bit of a cocktail. Oh! God, the sib's gone as well, never mind, it's all falling apart. Let's whack a bit of that, you know, if we're only here doing this once, we might as well have a bit of fun. So pep it up, because this is actually slightly more concentrated strawberry than the old Broker's. Let's try that. Ooh, do you know what? It's kind of, I thought that was going to pep it up a little bit more, but actually the Broker's one, I always say, gave more of a luscious sort of strawberry flavour. This is more of a sort of a candy sweet, but really nice. But I think it was better with the Broker's, but you can play around with it. But anyway, when all's said and done, strawberry gin and hot chocolate, that, my friend, is a winner. So then, here we go. What's next on the list, I hear you ask? Well, it seems sensible to have a lemon one. So let's go for one of my favourites, which is, of course, the Sipsmith's Lemon Drizzle. Now, I haven't got high hopes for this one, if I'm absolutely honest, but let's give it a try. You know, in the name of science, let's give it a go and see how we get on. So, Lemon Drizzle hot chocolate gin. I say cheers. I'm not sure about that. That tastes a little bit weird. It's weird how it kind of separates the... I've never had hot gin before. This is literally untrodden territory for this show, and indeed any other show. I haven't done my research, but I imagine that's the case. It kind of separates the flavours. Like the flavour seems to be of the lemon seems to be over here, and the gin seems to be over here somehow. I don't know how that makes... That doesn't seem to make any sense whatsoever, but that's how it feels to me. And to be honest, it's kind of okay, but it's also a bit weird. Do we ever have chocolate with lemon? I can't think of any sort of dessert where I've ever had chocolate with lemon. And to be honest, I can kind of see why, because that's a little bit odd. I'm not 100% convinced with that one, I'm afraid. So they're the main core flavours, obviously, before we get to the orange. So I wasn't really sure what to do for this one. So I thought, for a bit of fun, why not put my old friend In Love You in there? For those of you who don't know, this is an elephant poo flavoured gin, all the way from South Africa. Now, I don't think this is going to be great, but you know what? It's a bit of fun. So whack a tiny bit of the old elephant poo gin in there. So I say to you, elephant poo gin, In Love You. Cheers. I tell you what, that's not at all bad. I'm going to pepper it. I can't actually taste it that much. Just pepper it up a little bit more. Hang on. Do you know what? This is the gin that just keeps on surprising. I thought I was just doing that for a bit of a laugh, to be honest, but that's bloody delicious. I don't know if it's because there's sort of elements of tea in this, and obviously tea is a hot drink, but I tell you what, beautiful, really nice. The grassiness just sort of, it doesn't feel like the flavours have been separated. It felt like they've been sort of combined. Beautiful. The chocolate works beautifully with the tea flavours and that grassiness. It actually tastes like it was meant to be. I tell you one thing, with a fair degree of certainty I say this, I don't think this is possibly the first time anyone has ever drunk elephant poo gin with hot chocolate, but I am telling you now, I don't know if there's much call for hot chocolate in South Africa. I imagine it's quite warm there a lot of the time, but if you see a bottle of that, you've got some hot chocolate, you want to be warmed up, there is a lot worse ways to do it, my friends. That's actually a surprise one. So here we go. Let's try the one that I think is going to work, because chocolate and orange it's a classic combination, isn't it? So as you can see, I've run out of small cups. I only have 4 of them, so I'm going to have to use a full-size cup on this one. Where did I put the damn thing? There he is. And as I say, it doesn't match the rest of the cups. It's actually a cup with a ginger cat with a bow tie, red bow tie on it. Bought for me by my Auntie Sal. Thanks, Sal. So let's pour the old chocolate in there. Do a bit more this time. So marry it up with the good old zesty orange. Obviously you could use any orange gin, not if you don't have this one. You got like Tanqueray Sevilla, that's probably available many places, and you'll almost certainly be able to get hold of that wherever you are in the world. So my friends, here we go. Chocolate. Oh man, it smells really good. Chocolate orange gin, I say. Cheers, and cheers, little cat with the red bow tie. Holy shit! Man alive, I was right. And Sipsmiths, obviously, they know exactly what they're talking about, because Sipsmiths I don't think they've ever failed on this show. Not one Sipsmith gin I've tried has been bad. In fact, they've all been absolutely stupendous. But that, my friend, God damn it. When I first read it, the idea of a hot gin drink. I've never had hot gin with anything before, but hot chocolate, to me, I thought it was two worlds, as I say, two worlds kind of colliding. I wasn't sure it was going to work, but as sort of the more I thought about it, the more I thought, yeah, I think it possibly could, and that's why I made the video. It just melds those flavours together beautifully, and it's just sheer indulgence, and it is enjoying gin in a very, very different way than I have done before. And, you know, I always like to push boundaries and try things on this show, but this really is a step into the unknown. I tell you what what this place, the unknown, turns out to be a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be. So if I was going to put them in order, you've probably guessed it already. The standard gin would be right at the bottom. I don't recommend trying that at all. Next one will be the lemon gin. It's kind of okay, but just feels slightly wrong to me. Then, of course, would be the strawberry. I think that, in fact, you know what? I'm going to swap that. Do you know what? These are actually a joint second. I don't know how I can portray that, but the strawberry was it was delectable. That was the first one that made me think, yeah, this is going to work. And as you saw, the surprise entry was the poo flavored gin, and I never thought I'd be saying that on this channel. And of course, the number one, just as I predicted, it is the chocolate orange gin. So if you're going to try this, I recommend these flavors. You might not be able to get the poo flavored one, but try it with a few other flavors. But the strawberry one, most 100%, I'm sure you'll like. But get yourselves hold of, if whatever you do this Christmas, it's Christmas at the moment, whatever time you're watching this video, you need to get yourself, if you like gin and you like hot chocolate, you need to get yourself some orange gin and give this a go, because it's mind-blowing and it's brilliant and it's lovely and warm. So guys, a rather strange and out of the ordinary video for you today, but I hope you've enjoyed it. If indeed you have, as always, don't forget to subscribe to my show, press the little like button on the video, and of course the bell icon so you get notified when all my new videos come out. And if you want to support the show, head over to the old Patreon page or click the old join button below the video. But until next time guys, you all know the drill. Take care, stay safe. Thank you to all my patrons, and keep drinking the hot chocolate with gin in it.